Hey y'all, happy Saturday. How you doing? I'm so glad to be here with you guys. This is honestly like coming on here and doing these videos, it's it allows me to escape. Um I've been having a really rough mental health couple of days, crying nonstop. So coming on here making videos is trying to get my mind off of things. It's an escape and it's a release for me. It's cathartic. And I just thank you guys. Listen, I'm not a big YouTuber. I know that. If y'all know me by now, listen, I'm very frank with myself and with you guys. Some people don't like it, some people do. I'm a polarizing individual. That's how I've been all my life. You either like me or you don't, but I embrace everyone's opinion of me. I embrace it all. So, I'm the little channel tugging along, and I still appreciate each and every one of you. Like, you guys don't know, you really don't know what you guys do for me and interacting with you guys. Um, it does a lot more than you think. So, all 4,000 whatever people out there listening to my dumbass, I thank you. Thank you. And my channel, I don't want to be boxed in. My channel is all encompassing. I'm the type of person that my mind, I'm into everything. I will study and do research on any and everything, literally. So that's why my channel may be random as hell. Like, I'm commenting on social media, I'm commenting on reality TV, and I'm also commenting on religion. Those are things I'm passionate about and I believe in, especially the religion part. So I don't want to be like a whole like religious only channel. I just want to be someone who is just all encompassing, and I have an opinion. I opine on many things. Okay. So, this may not interest you, this topic I'm about to discuss, but still, just hang in there with me. I release random things. I'm hella random. Hashtag hella random. That's my mantra. But anywho, so I just wanted to say again, thank you guys for listening to me. Doing this thing called life with me. Again, like I said, I sat here and I was about to go out. I was gonna go to the city, to New York City, but then it's one of those days. I just want to stay in. And what's the best way to stay in and drink wine than chit chat and talk to you guys? So again, I'm just saying thank you guys for hanging in there with me, okay? And please do not forget to like and subscribe and comment. I love engaging with you guys. It helps me. If I can help anyone out there too, I like to do that as well. So, each one teach one. We in here, all right? So let's get into today's topic. I introduced to you guys Ekane. All right. I have to check the demographics of my channel. I'm an older millennial, okay, 83 baby. Woo woo. Oh, my phone is ringing. So I don't know if you guys are within my age range, older, younger, but the topic today, Ekane, I think she's for the younger millennial gen, what is that? Gen Z. But again, I told you I'm multifaceted, prismatic cover girl. No, I have my attention on many things. I'm always on TikTok, always on Instagram. It allows me to decompress. All right. Because my work is demanding. What I do for a living is mentally demanding and draining and dealing with numbers and, just, I told you guys I'm a scientist. So I'm dealing with, calculations and chemicals and numbers and data. And I just need to decompress sometimes. And then when my kids are with me, I'm in mommy mode. So this allows me my time alone. I just like to engage my brain in, it's meaningless. Some of you may think this is meaningless, but it does speak to important conversations in real life. This really does. So I introduced Ekane, all right? So if you don't know, Ekane is a popular YouTuber. I'm not sure, not YouTuber. Is she on YouTube? I have seen her on TikTok. All right. But she may have a YouTube. You know, a lot of people they have a presence on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, a whole bunch of things. But mainly I scroll on Instagram. I haven't really come across her on Instagram. I came across her or heard her name from the whole Fanita saga. And if you do not know about that, I have a whole video breaking down the Fanita versus Mecca debacle. So that's a couple of videos previous to this one. And Ekane's name was brought up because she's fairly popular on TikTok from what I see. I have never watched her videos ever. She wasn't on my radar. And now digging into her, I understand why she's not on my radar, because that's not my genre. Her brand is not, I'm not the target audience, but I like to do research. So Ekane, I want to say she has about, let me go to her TikTok real quick. I think she has about 4-5 million TikTok followers, which is really she's making bank. Oops, hold on. She's making moolah. She's making money. I think I heard somewhere where it says she's making like 40,000 a month. Listen, yeah, she has 4 million followers. Look, if I were not about my wits, I had nothing to live for, and I had no dignity, I would go on TikTok too, get me some 5 million, make $40,000 a month, and embarrass myself. Because to me, that's essentially what she's doing. So Ekane, from what I gather, and we're gonna go on this journey of discovering who she is in this episode, because it's all over the place. I can't really get a sense of who she really is. All I know is I've seen allegations of abuse. She has a boyfriend apparently that abuses her. Her hair, I think she cut it all off. Her hair is patchy as hell. And I've only seen that when kids have like ringworms in their scalp. So I thought she had like ringworms. I don't know if she cut it or shaved it or had a mental break and did that. All I know is she has children. She does some crazy stuff on TikTok. She talks about some crazy stuff. Her boyfriend or her ex, I don't know, is physically abusive to her. And that's what I've seen from the quick browsing I've done on her. So let's take a look. I'll show you some videos I've seen on her. Okay, I guess this is her and her man. So let's watch this together. Let's just get a sense of what Ekane is about before we venture into the topic of the day.
You was already fucking. So you sitting here talking about I was abusive and I was gonna do this and that. But no, you was gonna do that anyway. You was already doing all that shit anyway. So y'all be sitting here trying to play me. Y'all don't know the real tea.
Hey, you want to put this on?
Put it on.
Okay.
Look at you just on TikTok, just announce something. Look at you. This what you live for?
Help me. Help.
You just announced
Help, Dada.
YouTube and TikTok. Then your kid bust in 10 seconds later and said, hey, I want to wear this. Coco Melon. You're a genius. You're a genius. Get to that. Do your duties.
Help.
Where the rest of it at?
Do your duties.
Help me, Dada.
All right.
Do your duties.
They did that on purpose. They was at the door waiting.
Do your duties.
Come
Come here, Moby.
But no, hold on, wait. There's more. First give, period. There's more. Just wait. You was already fucking. So you said
All right.
You said
So that's one video. What do we see? I see a hostile environment. I see a man who is rather aggressive, and there are children around. Okay? I noted that. Mark that in your mental notes. Now let's see what else we can find on Ekane. Okay, here's another video I found. I don't know what's going on here, but the someone wrote, or the caption says, Ekane baby daddy really effed her or punched her SMH. So try to get this to play.
I still make it between all them shits. I don't care. I don't get no fucks. Fucking tomorrow. They still outside my motherfucking crib. Like they did something. Y'all was fine. I ain't fight that man. I ain't put my hands on that man. I still make it between all them
All
shits.
right. So in that
I don't care.
video, it appears that she has, is that a black eye? I was looking at the comments. She has some kind of black eye. Someone said, girl, what happened? And someone's outside. So, okay. All right. Let's continue. Let's see what else she's all about. Okay, here in this video, I guess Chris is her boyfriend, and she's talking about how she was a hoe or she was promiscuous. I don't know. Let's watch.
Like, Chris is tall. This is my first time meeting him. Y'all know, like I said, I was promiscuous. I was a hoe, baby. I used to pop it tall and dark. All you needed to be was tall and dark, and that's exactly what my Chris was. Tall. Oh, as soon as I walked in, I just seen a tall, dark-skinned man. I said, I said, I'm on him. I'm on him. On my mom and them. On my soul, I'm on him. Okay? So, but when they get to fighting Chris, big, tall, dark-skinned ass, he breaking it up looking good. Like, I'm like, because I done had 2 cups of jungle juice. So, you know, I'm really feeling it. Like, I'm really feeling it. I'm like, you know what? This kind of turning me on. Like, why is he breaking up this fight, turning me on a little bit? Like, why Big Moose jumping a little bit? So boom, they break up the fight. I think one of them end up leaving. I can't remember, y'all. This was 7 years ago. So like, wait, 7? This was 7, 2018, 2024. This was 6 years ago, y'all. I can't, baby. But 3. Like, Chris is tall. This is my first time meeting him. Y'all know, like I said, I was promiscuous. I was a hoe, baby.
Okay. All right. Woo, yes, you were a hoe. Okay. So seems like that's Ekane in a nutshell. You know, I feel like I need, let's find one more video. I'm sorry, I will get to the point. Just one more, because I feel like I don't have a true sense of who she is yet. Okay, I think this TikToker embodies what I've seen and I'm trying to comprehend in all this Ekane, you know, trying to get a sense of who she is. Because I feel like us older millennials, we don't know who she is because we don't follow her. That's not our demographic. That's not our ministry. That's not our cup of tea. This is just not in my radar. So let's watch, what's her name? I don't know, the Versace, whoever. Watch her.
When Benita was saying that y'all was saying that she was biting her style from Ekane, I had no idea what y'all was talking about. I was like, who's Ekane? And I guess TikTok heard me thinking about who is Ekane. So then a couple days later, Ekane came up on my For You page. I said, oh, this is that girl with that unsightly looking boyfriend. I don't be watching her videos because that boy ugly. And I know everybody's beautiful in God eyes, but I'm not God. So I thought he was just her baby daddy. But then they've been together. But then I'm reading more comments. I'm in the comment section deep, and people are talking about he'd be abusing her, which I'm not surprised because I noticed the behavior from the first video that I saw that really put me off the whole thing. I said, I don't like the way he talks to this girl. This is her platform, and he's trying to make a mockery of her. I don't like that. But there is real abuse. All abuse is real abuse. I just mean physical abuse in this sense. Punching her in the face abuse going on there. They have children together. She has launched him his own platform so that men now are sitting here being like, it's mutual abuse, mutually chaotic. That really breaks my heart that like people are seeing in real time dynamics of an abusive relationship. And it really makes you aware of how helpless you are from the outside. I'm sure she has tried to leave him on an occasion or two. And I saw somebody on my For You page say, I had to unfollow her because I did not want to watch her cease to exist. And that is such a real story from being shuttered from the community because people are like, We see what's happening. You know what's happening. And your inability to leave, matched with our inability to fix the situation for you, now makes us leave, because no one wants to see that. No one wants to see you, a beautiful, smart, talented young woman, mistreated by a man who shouldn't even be able to sniff your booty hole. I'm praying for her safety. I'm praying for the safety of her kids. I'm praying down to that man. But this was a very sad way to come about all this information. And Fanita was saying that
Okay. So I feel like from the few videos that we've watched, we get a sense of who she is. She seems sprinkled with a little hood, and not the unintelligent hood type, because a lot of us come from or were raised or around the hood. When I say hood, please, I don't want any, oh, what's that supposed to mean? You know what I mean. You know what I mean by the hood antics, okay? White or black or Hispanic people can have hood antics, but you know what I mean, all right? Look at the way she speaks, okay? And there's other videos I've browsed through where it's just absolutely insane, distasteful, lacking decorum. There was one video where Chris, whatever his name is, held up her stained underwear. He's just berating her. So these are just uncouth acts. All right. So y'all know what I mean. This is just a hot train wreck. Okay. And apparently their relationship is fraught with domestic violence, right? And I just don't understand how this is allowed to be portrayed on TikTok. It's celebrating domestic violence. Where are the authorities? There are children involved. That's why I'm inclined to believe, is this real? Is she showcasing this as some kind of show? She's being punched in the eye. Are her children around? Where's DCFS? Where are the cops? That's why I just don't understand her whole brand. I just don't get it. It just doesn't make sense to me. All right, well, let's get to the topic at hand. So Miss Ekane here, who we've seen, all right, with patches on her head, okay, in a DV relationship, and it looks like she's celebrating it and publicizing it as content for monetary gain, right? And she's with some kind of lowlife dude who was much older than her when they got together, okay? Showing her stained drawers on the World Wide Web, all right? This is what she had to say. I guess someone in her one of her lives said something she didn't like. And let's see what her response was to this person who just so happens to be a dark-skinned titted person.
That's why you won't never make it nowhere, sister. On top of that, I hate to break it to you. Let me not be insecure to you, sister. Let me not try to break it down to you. But have you understand I'm a light-skinned woman? So I benefit from colorism. You're a dark-skinned woman, sister. You can never make it to the heights I make it from. Oh, can we clock that one, or is it gonna hurt y'all feelings because it's me saying it? Can we be real for once and let's clock everything? Because I'm a light-skinned woman. I say the same shit you say. You're not going to make it to the heights I make it, bitch, because you can't fuck with me. You're a dark-skinned woman. I want you to understand that. Don't come in my comments saying anything to me, ho, because I was supporting you because you was a black bum bitch like me. You was a black bum like me, just getting on TikTok just for the love of the game because I wanted to make a way for my kids. But now I see you just a black bum that hate on hoes. See, one thing about me, when I was trying to make a way for my kids and get off the hood, I didn't get in nobody's live trying to down talk them, trying to be funny. See, I was actually making videos trying to get out the hood, and you see what I'm...
Sigh. Another day. Another colorist, another attack on dark-skinned titted women. Now let's see what else was said.
Even I was offended. I ain't never watched me eat somebody up, and I got offended my damn self. You feel me?
So that's what I knew. I was like, once I felt that in my stomach, I was like, oh, I'm offending my damn self, and I'm not even talking about me. Yeah, sister. Yeah, sister. Please. Please.
All right. So now, as you can expect, TikTok social media is in an uproar. We already know this. We already know this. So, my thought is, how can you think that because you are 3 shades maybe away from being considered dark skin, that you benefit? I can speak on this because I am a dark skinned woman, y'all. And I've said this before. I am a dark skinned woman. I'm about Kenya Moore shade about. I turn blue black in the summer. And in the winter, I'm like, I'm around Kenya, and I'm always referring to housewives because housewives, they come in many colors. I'm about like Kenya Candace's complexion. I am a dark skinned Haitian American woman. So you want to talk about colorism? Present. I'm well acquainted with colorism. I listen. I wasn't well acquainted with it when I was young. As a child, no. I did not. I can't say I didn't experience it because in retrospect, I did. I didn't know I was experiencing colorism, if that makes sense. Because as a child, and I've said this many times, I wasn't really aware. I was aware that, yes, I'm darker skinned, but I wasn't aware of the negative connotations attached to being darker skinned because I always got the, oh, you're pretty for a darker skin. I always have received that, always, that I'm pretty, that I have nice hair. This is not me saying this, y'all. This is what I've grown up with. People have said to me. I have grown up with, I've always had like longer hair. Always. Me, my mother, my sister, we genetically, we have longer hair. So I was told once, and I didn't realize it was colorism. Oh, you're dark skinned, but you have long hair, so you're good. I was told that as a child. I didn't really realize it. That is colorism. What else? What else can I say? I mean, I don't know how else to describe my experience as a child. So that's why I always walked around as, you can't talk to me. You can't, like, so what people always have tried to bring me down. You know what I mean? Like, to my role, because honestly, in society, people feel like dark-skinned women, we can't be too uppity. We need to stay in our lane. Because we are dark-skinned, you're not allowed to be uppity. You're not allowed to be smart. Excuse me. You're not allowed to be assertive. You're not. But because I'm always someone that's unaware, like I'm not paying attention to what's going on outside of my head, really. So I wasn't really aware of, oh, my station, I should walk with my head down because I'm dark skinned. No, never. And I think that attributes to people honestly not liking me many times. And I naturally am standoffish because I have a severe case of social anxiety. But throughout my life, people have mistaken my fear of me having social anxiety. They have taken it as me being flippant and conceited. Yes. And that's not the case at all. I have social anxiety. That's just, I'm in my head. I overthink. But because honestly, and I really, retrospectively, my cousins have told me this too, and my sister, because of my appearance, and I thought I was regular, but I am a darker skinned woman I have full lips. My nose, I have like depending on how my hormones are acting that day, my nose, I had a cute button nose, I've been described as. Like a cute button nose and long hair. I used to always wear my hair down like Kenya does. My hair was not as long. Hers goes down to way down her back. My hair was always like bra strap length, and I was always cutting it and whatever. But my hair grows fast. I feel like people looked at me and thought I was conceited, and I was not. So in high school, I remember when no one can say anything else and they just did not like me because they perceived me to be stuck up, I then started getting a couple, not a lot, a couple of the dark skin comments. That's what I notice people do. When no one can say anything about you, no one can say anything. You're smart. And I've said this, I was always a nerd. I was always one of the smartest in the classroom, overachiever. I got something, she shouldn't be wearing that. She's too dark. And I was like, oh, wow, like really? And I would just brush it off. But besides that, those little couple comments I got in high school, I have never really gotten colorist comments. I had one so-called friend make a comment, oh, something as dark as you are. She made, and I was like, oh, that's random. But people, when they want to be passive aggressive, what do they do to the dark-skinned women? Throw a colorist comment out there because there's nothing else they can say about you. Nothing. It's Haterville, especially for dark-skinned, high-achieving women. We live in Haterville. Nothing more, nothing less. It's just hate. And because society deems dark skin as being undesirable and unattractive and low on the totem pole, that's what people throw at you. And now it's up to me as a dark skinned woman to navigate that and navigate my feelings. My ex-husband, when he met me, oh my God, he raved about my complexion. My ex-husband raved about my complexion. He raved about my features, how my features weren't too African. Like it's disgusting. Featurism and colorism, it's disgusting. And like I said on this channel, I like to speak frank, okay? I like to speak frank. So listen, you either with me and let's be honest here or you're not. So the darker skinned women with 4C coarse hair and what we consider more Afrocentric features, full lips, flat nose, which is stupid because not all Africans have a flat nose, but a big bulbous flat nose more often than not is associated with as being Afrocentric, which is sad. But short hair, kinky hair, 4C hair, dark skin, Afrocentric features are low on the totem pole. Then if you are dark skinned, but you have looser curl pattern, 4A, 3C, whatever, then you all right. You're okay. Okay. But you still have Afro features, all right, but your hair is long, you're okay. Then you get into the darker skinned, but not as dark, right? Not as dark as Lupita's. You start getting into Kenya Moore's and Candace Dillard. Then you start getting into, maybe even like Viola Davis kind of. All right. You get into that complexion and you have a looser curl pattern and you have a more aquiline nose. Oh, you're golden. You're good. Okay. Okay. We can work with that. That's how society deems you. You dark, but, right? There's a but. Then you start getting into the chilies, right? The chili of TLC, what they call good hair. which is stupid because 4C is considered bad. Let's be honest, y'all. 4C is considered bad hair. 3A is considered extremely good hair. 3A, 3B, 3C, you're golden, right? 2A, you're in the Latina territory. 1A, 1B, 1C, you in the white Caucasoid. And then when you get in the 2s and the 3s, I can't say Latina, that's stupid. What we generally see the representation of Hispanics are that you're in the 2As and the 3s. And biracial, you're in the 3Bs, 3Cs. Okay? So you get to the Chili's, she's around a 2 or 3 hair type, nice lips, aquiline nose. Okay, dark skin. Okay, you good. But then that's where you get the girlies, those dark skinned girlies, which I don't care what anyone says. Chili is a dark skinned woman. They start denying their dark skinnedness. They want to get away from it. They have the hair, they have the features. Now they get into I'm cinnamon. I'm mocha, not mocha. Mocha's darker skin. I'm what did she say? Honey, caramel. It is so sad what society and white supremacy have done to us. It is really, really sad. But this is the plight of the darker skinned woman. The plight. So I say all that to say, even in the grand scheme of being a darker skinned woman, not all of us as darker, like I understand what colorism is. I didn't really realize like, damn, this is a thing until people like hate me. Then I get the colorist. So like I was saying, my ex raved about my complexion and how, I'm dark. And now I'm like, that was colorism. Now that I think about it, even though I'm dark skinned, I have longer hair and my features and this and that and whatever. And I was like, all right. Do you know after our divorce or during our divorce, he says to me, you black doo-doo bitch. Black ass, doo-doo ass bitch. That's what he said to me. I was like, what? And I was hurt. I remember I was like, oh my God. Wow. But then another part of me was like, okay, I'm the same complexion. People weaponize our complexion. They weaponize dark skin as an insult when there's nothing, when you're beating people. When you are just killing it, career, in life, when you have your shit together and there's nothing else anyone can say, they weaponize being dark-skinned. And that's why I'm telling my dark-skinned girlies out there, listen, don't pay any of this colorism shit no mind, because it means you're winning. You are winning. And that's what I have come to realize. And I tell myself now, I'm no longer shocked. We're just winning. And I hate, and I'm not just saying that's a pit, light skin against dark skin. I can't do that. I will never, ever, engage too much in lights. There's nobody better than each other. But at the same time, we catch hell as dark skinned women. We catch hell. But I still love my light-skinned sisters. My own blood sister is light-skinned. My blood sister actually is spitting image of Raven Simone. My sister, she is spit like people. When we were younger, people have stopped her in the streets. And I would share a picture of her when she was little. I want to respect our privacy. But when I tell you spitting image of Raven Simone, and you know what's funny? People used to say I look like Rudy Huxtable. It was because they were on the same show together. That's literally, think me and my sister, Raven and Raven Simone and Rudy. That's me and my sister. So I have no hate. I have no hate at all. My sister has never even really made colorist comments towards me. No, she not really hasn't. Like nothing that stuck out to me or bothered me. Two of my daughters are my sister's complexion, and they sometimes my 6-year-old will say, "Why are we different colors?" You know, because I'm much darker than my kids. I really don't know how to navigate that, but I try to go scientific, and I'll say it's genetics. You know, I'll tell them it's genetics. Look at your aunt. What's her color? I say you just took after your aunt. That's all. Even on their father's side, their aunt on their father's side is light bright. She is a light bright. Both of their aunts are light skinned. They have 2 uncles that are dark skinned. All their grandparents are middle toned. Like my parents are, I don't know, it's like that weird sandy complex. I don't even know. Actually, my parents are Ekane's complexion, which is weird because a lot of people are saying Ekane is not even considered like light skin like that. It's just bizarre. Ekane literally is my mother's complexion. Ekane is my father's complexion. So let's get back. Okay, so that's my take on this. It's weaponized to hurt dark-skinned people's feelings. It's basically a way of sizing us down. Ekane is saying you can't speak to us, you can't talk to me like that because you're a darkie, a pestiferous darkie. If you don't know that term, look it up, y'all. They treat Black people like this, treat dark-skinned people as pestiferous darkies. When she herself is clearly a Black person and would be treated like a Black person by these racist cops. They're not going to say, they're not going to hold a gradient. Cops will not hold a complexion gradient guide and say, Ekane, you land somewhere in the middle. So, okay, we won't treat you as harsh. But if you were any darker, oh, we would kill you. That's not happening. That's not happening, Ekane. Number one. Number two, do you know how many of us pestiferous darkies out here are killing it? If we go by Ekane's logic, then I would not be as successful. I don't even like to call myself successful. No, I would not be in my mind as accomplished. Compare my pestiferous darky self to Ekane. Both are women, both are mothers, both. I was in a DV relationship, but what did I do? Got myself the hell up out of there because I want better for my children and not to expose them. And I'm not making money on social media, making a fool of myself and giving up my dignity. I'm darker skinned. Kenya Moore, who is a single mother about to be, was in a terrible relationship, a terrible marriage, right? Killing it for her daughter. And not doing half the, yes, albeit she's on social media, Kenya Moore. She's on Housewives, at times acts a fool, but she is in entertainment. That's different. Ekane, your light-skinned self is showing yourself with patches. They look like ringworm patches on your head. And you're speaking that lingo, the ghetto lingo, showing you're uneducated. Your children are around, and this dude is berating you on social media. To me, by your logic, that's darky behavior. But you're light skinned. So what you're saying makes no sense. No sense at all. That's why I didn't even flinch when I saw her rant. I didn't flinch because, I mean, I don't even have the words to formulate. Look at her state. Look at her. I would be hurt. I'd probably be hurt if it was someone that was esteemed, or I held great respect for, someone who has accomplished a lot in life. someone who I had tremendous respect for, or my mom or something, like that would truly break my heart if she made a comment about, oh, dark skin and whatnot. Or someone like, I don't know. Oh, and Oprah's a dark skinned woman, but if she said, but she wouldn't, she's dark skinned. I say all that to say someone who is intelligent, educated, and accomplished would not sit, and even if someone made a negative comment towards you, I highly think someone with decorum who's highly decorated would make such a retort. I highly doubt. Maybe like a Gayle King, Oprah's best friend. Highly doubt she would make such an ignorant comment. So let's see what the girlies on TikTok are saying. What's the reaction? Let's take a look.
Girl, we do not follow you because you're light skinned. I don't mean to speak for everybody else, but I feel like most of her supporters follow her because of her personality. We love how raw and uncut you are. We love how honest you are, how transparent you are. You feel like one of our homegirls, one of our favorite cousins. We love watching you lay and slay wigs. We love watching you do your makeup. We love watching you interact with your children. We hurt you when you're going through it with your baby dad. A lot of us be praying for you. When you went on that trip with the other content creators, we were smiling from ear to ear because we were so happy to see you living your best life. We was like, yeah, she is taking it, honey. Just for you to sit on here and not only shit on every dark-skinned girl that's following you, but to shit on yourself as well. Because contributing your success to being light-skinned is like slapping yourself in the face when you got so many skills. Your personality is so dope, and you're selling yourself short saying that your success is because you're a light-skinned woman, or you're going to have more success because you're a light-skinned woman. You are so much more than that. You're a smart girl, and I know you're going through a lot right now, but please do not let this heartbreak destroy everything that you've worked so hard to build. You've put in the time, you've put in the grind, you've put in the work. You don't have to lash out at every hater and every negative comment when you have so many other people who show you love, so many other people who support you. Girl, we do not follow you because you're...
All right. Let's see. Okay, that's one. Again, she's a train wreck. That's why people watch her. She demonstrates hood antics. And I don't know what it is with social media now. It seems like hood antics, booty shaking is what's winning. And it's disgusting and it's sad. It's really sad. And that's why what's her name started to change and start acting like kind of like Ekane. That's why Fanita changed. Ignorance is being celebrated. Let's see what else the pestiferous darkies have to say. And listen, I say that in jest, but you guys listen. That's what people think of us, right? They weaponize our complexion. Let's see what other darkies have to say.
In regards to this like conversation going on with Ekane and colorism, what's one thing I noticed, right? When them loudmouth light skinned girls be like to dark skinned women, they be like, "Oh, that's why everybody wants us. Everybody wants to look up to us. Everybody does this. Everybody does that." Light skinned women are more sexualized on social media period, right? Whereas dark skinned women, they got all them important jobs. They're the ones that's in political office. They're the ones that are doctors and
Well,
lawyers
Kamala
and
Harris is in political
firefighters.
office, so that's
Like
not
they're doing
entirely true.
actual important things in the world. They're the ones that start out here starting these foundations and movements and stuff like that to protect other women of all races, LGBTQ people, etc. Dark skinned women are really at the forefront of all of that. While light skinned women are literally known for either being thotty bops or being sexualized or over sexualized because of them being.
Well, okay, it just dawned on me. Let me pause right there. I said Kamala Harris holds a political office and she is light skinned, light bright, but she's mixed, but she's light skinned. However, it just dawned on me when he said they're thotty bops. They did say that Kamala did sleep her way into her positions. If you remember, there was who was it, the mayor or governor, this older black guy. she was having an affair with him when she was much younger, and he promoted her. And so, I mean, I don't know. He may have a point, but I mean, that can't be a generalized statement, because I know many light-skinned women who did not thotty bop their way and sleep their way. However, I do know and understand, and I've seen this with many people I know and friends and cousins, right? That the lighter skinned ones, yes, they can thotty bop and do all that, but they hide it, and it's not, you know, they hide it well, basically, their thoughtiness. They hide it well, it's not thrown in their face. When they are out there just throwing it. Actually, one person comes to mind. Listen, he's right. I remember in church, she was busting it wide open well before high school. It's sad to say, but I remember in church they saw her as innocent. They saw her as innocent because she was really, really light skinned, and it's sad, but that's society for you. Anyhow, let's continue.
Other than being light skinned. So when he came on the internet and said, that's why I'm making $40,000 a month, and you can't pull that or do that because you dark skinned. That's fine. Or at least that dark skinned woman's out here actually making real change. At least she's out there saving the world. While you on the internet being a whole bop.
Yep.
Hmm.
Hmm.
In regards to this,
All right. So the general consensus is that Ekane is a hot mess. She has garnered a lot of backlash. People are not happy, and they're recognizing, they're calling out the fact that her life is a mess. And yes, she can be making 40,000, but at what expense, right? At what expense? Not all money is good money. And I'm not denying colorism. Colorism listen, colorism is a thing in society, but is it so widespread that when you look at the grand scheme of things, those at the top are all light-skinned women, those at the bottom are dark-skinned women? No, that's not true. That's not true at all. And it's dangerous to say that, because in fact, the real problem is that many are white women. If we're going to be honest, right? If we're going to be honest, it's really racism at play and the white women on top. Because if that were the case, right? Okay, here's an illustration. I'm trying to gather my thoughts. Beyonce, wildly celebrated, right? Some people could say it's due to, yes, her complexion, but Beyonce too, at the same time, is highly talented. She can dance, she can do it all. She's been killing it. She's gorgeous, right? Never given album of the year. Never given album of the year, one of the most coveted awards by the Grammys. But who has gotten so much? Taylor Swift, right? Adele, right? Beyonce, no. But who is a dark-skinned girly, I believe? Did she have album of the year? I have to look it up. But a dark-skinned girly who's much more celebrated off of one album, Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill. I'm going to double check my facts. Lauryn Hill, what Beyonce has been trying to get, Lauryn Hill has had off of one album. And Lauryn Hill would have continued to kill it if she continued. Let me check it real quick. I believe, yep, including 8. Hill has won numerous accolades throughout her career, including 8 Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year, the most won by a female rapper. What say you all? Lauryn Hill is dark skinned, Beyonce light-skinned. Lauryn Hill has soared to heights in the music industry, unimaginable heights. And she stopped on her own accord. Listen, when people say my top 5, Lauryn Hill is in that top 5. Not female rappers in general. Lauryn Hill is the truth. Beyonce has done way more album-wise than Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill off of that one, Miseducation, which I blasted so much freshman year of high school. Off of one. Now Ekane, what say you to that? Now Ekane did issue out an apology. She did. Let's see what Miss Ekane had to say in this quote unquote apology. Let's take a look, shall we?
To my dark skin supporters, I apologize humbly in the humblest of forms. I responded to a comment making fun of my abuse, and I went too low. And in the process of trying to offend her, how she hurt my heart, I hurt all my dark skinned girlies. I want y'all to understand, if you know me, you know I ride for us. Dark skin, light skin, brown, I don't care what color you is, honey. I done went too low, and it was ignorant of me, and I shouldn't have did it. If you don't feel right with supporting me no more, block me, unfollow me, do what you gotta do, sister. But I apologize. Seriously. I need to learn not to let comments make me that mad. I forgot I have a platform. Amen. But I am a human. And when people say fucked up shit and joke about my abuse, I try and say fucked up shit as well. No justifying, just letting you know my brain. Amen. I apologize, sisters.
Amen. God said, don't include me. Don't say amen. Do not include me in your bullshit, ma'am. Okay, do y'all believe that apology was sincere? I don't believe it. I don't believe it, because you showcase your abuse for the whole world to see. Listen, as a content creator, you better be prepared to have ignorant people comment. You'll get a lot of support, but you're gonna get some nasty ass comments. You will, because you have keyboard warriors out there who can only release and get away from their real miserable lives by hiding behind a computer and typing nasty things. So that's one thing. Another thing is you showcase your abuse. So if you listen, I don't get it. You're not even trying to get out of it. You're not even trying to save your kids from being exposed to abuse, which will have lasting effects. You're not getting the cops involved as far as we see. You're not trying to address it or stand up to him or just get him out of your life. So if you're not taking your abuse seriously, why should other people take it seriously? You're literally showcasing it. Are you just taking it because you feel like your money will stop, your support will stop? Girl, listen, you light skinned. So let's say you get your life together, you get him locked up, you file charges or whatever. You're light skinned. You should be able to still maintain your lifestyle and your income, right? So you know what? And we have a lot of diaspora wars. We have this whole thing with Caribbeans versus African Americans, Africans versus Caribbeans, Africans versus African Americans. Is Ekane African American? I think she's African American. And a lot of times African Americans will make ignorant comments, ignorant colorist comments. Yes, I have seen it. Also, Africans and Caribbeans will make comments, right? Derogatory comments towards African Americans. On both sides, it's ignorance. So Ekane struck me as that, hood, uneducated ghetto type that will make colorist remarks and also will make xenophobic remarks. And I found a video of her in the past making xenophobic remarks, and I think it ties into the colorism. So here, let's watch this video together.
No, they went home and started making jokes talking about me, so I'm gonna start talking. So yeah, I met Ekane at my job, and she invited me to go out with her sister to celebrate her birthday at the club. And I went to her house and met her. Not gonna lie, they are the shittiest people I've ever met in my life. Their attitude is terrible. They were acting really fake with me. I guess they wanted to be nice because, oh, she's one of my supporters, blah, blah, blah. You didn't have to do all that. If you didn't want me there, you could have said that. I could tell her sister was very insecure. She was laughing at all the jokes they were making about me on the live. They both were laughing, egging on, doing all this stuff. Her sister asked me some dumbass question like, oh, do y'all have doors in your houses in Africa? Blah, blah, blah. Some dumb stuff like that. Got her people in my comments talking about some Wakanda Forever. Seeing dumb ass xenophobic stuff like that I'm not interested in regurgitating. Anyways, yeah, it's like, why would you invite someone out to hang out with you and then you're making fun of them, you're making jokes about them, and you're making them feel very uncomfortable? At first, I didn't want to make it what it wasn't. But now I know what it was. Now I'm for sure, especially after this comment, because I'm typically someone, I'll just brush it off, whatever. I'm not giving my energy to dumbass stuff. That's why in her live, I wasn't even in the camera reading the comments, because it's like, I'm not about to piss myself off when I'm about to go to the club and have a good time, which I didn't. They left me to sit on a couch by myself. All of them was cooped up on a couch. It's 3 to a person on the couch, or 2 to a person. And 4 of them sat on one couch and left me to sit by myself on the couch. And Ike's sister was getting like real rude to the strippers. Like when we left one of the clubs, she was talking about how all the girls were ugly and busted. And I swear to God, when she said that, I'm like, bro, I bet you she's gonna say something about me when I leave. Like that, it was just weird to me. One of the strippers, she didn't want them in the section anymore. She's like, we're good. Like, just real rude. Like, girl, that's a human being too. Like, I get your man is entertaining, you don't like it, but keep yourself together and like, you know, just like, ew, bro, that shit is just so immature and insecure to me. I could tell she was very insecure. Like, her man offered to pay for my food. He was like, nah, like, because I asked to go to the car and get my wallet to buy some food. And I asked her, I'm like, hey, can someone take me to the car? She said something to her nigga. They start laughing and blah, blah, blah. She completely ignores me, doesn't respond. Eventually, he just tells me, nah, like, I could pay for your food, it's whatever. But it's like, after seeing how she acted with other strippers and getting her vibe that she may be insecure, I'm like, you know what, let me take it upon myself to just pay for my own food, because I'm not here to make her feel some type of way because it's her birthday. Like, they was just both mad weird. And Ekane was acting like, oh, she didn't have a problem with me. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. But you're laughing at jokes about me and telling me that it's not about me. You're making fun of me. And y'all are doing this weird stuff. Like, I get you tried on your end to try and make me feel comfortable, but that's because you knew that what y'all were doing. Not to mention, they be kissing on the lips. I don't know what blood sister relation kisses on the lips. They kiss like 2 or 3 times on the lips. That was weird. So I don't follow her anymore.
All right. So as we can see, listen, in closing, in summary, we have this TikToker named Ekane. Okay. Her life is a train wreck. Okay. Her baby daddy punches her in the eye. Okay. He says that she was promiscuous, she was a whore before she met him, whatever. He showcases her dirty draws on the internet. He embarrasses her and berates her. All right. She has a patchy scalp. Okay. She has a large following because people like to watch her put her wig on and makeup as she shows the mess that her life is. Okay. Someone makes a negative derogatory comment. I guess I don't know what the comment was, but it's a comment. People always make comments on social media towards creators. Okay. She fires back with a highly derogatory and inflammatory colorist comment saying that dark-skinned women will never amount to anything in life, basically, and that she's light-skinned, so she benefits from being lighter skinned in life. Okay. Now I just showed evidence of her being just a bad person, a nasty person in general, especially to what we saw a darker skinned girl, and also made xenophobic comments asking her, are there doors in their houses in Africa? Okay. So us dark skins, hey, the darkies out there, is this someone to be up in arms with or take to heart her colorist comments? She not only is a colorist, she's a xenophobe. Who had the nerve to say us darkies will never benefit, like we can't get up there. We will never be successful because of our complexion. When you have, and I saw someone make a slide of successful dark-skinned women. You know what? Let me show that in closing. Let's do this. Let me show dark-skinned successful women. How about that? Let me start with myself. You guys all know this. You guys all know this about me. I'm educated, and I don't like to do this because, I don't want to be brag. Listen, me being educated, I never see that as anything to brag about because I had no choice. All right. I had to go to school. I had to go to college. Most people I know, dark skin, light skin, almost all of my cousins and my contemporaries, dark skin or light skin, we have college degrees. I'm Caribbean. That's what was required. My parents told me, you better fucking take your ass to school. No ifs, ands, or buts. I had no choice. But I'm a dark skinned woman. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Like Ekane, yes, I was in a DV relationship. I'm out and I'm free, and I ask God for forgiveness and for release because it wasn't healthy for me and my children. I'm out of there, and I shielded my children as much as I can. And I continue to fight to ensure my children are being raised up with morals and values. Okay, I'm dark skinned. Ekane is showcasing violence and ignorance in front of her children. I don't know if Ekane went to school. I went to school. I have a whole bachelor's degree in biology. I'm a STEM girl. I am a STEM science my whole life. Medical science STEM girly. All right. Shout out to all my STEMs out there. Masters. Okay. I studied molecular biology, biomedical science. I'm dark skinned. I did that. I also did that in a marriage that I was miserable in. And I continue to forge ahead, get my master's with 2 toddlers. I did that. Inducted in honor societies, inducted into a sorority, countless promotions at work. And to me, I'm not where I think I should be, but I think I'm all right. I think, considering my circumstances, I think I'm okay. I'm not where I want to be. Is it because I'm dark skinned? I don't know. But as a darkie, I think I'm all right. Okay? I think I'm all right. Nothing's ever enough for me, but I'm doing the damn thing. I'm not on social media with patchy hair and trying to make a buck and embarrass myself and my children. I'm taking care of them all by myself with my menial job as a pestiferous darkie. Let's see what other darkies are killing it out there.
That's why you won't never make it nowhere, sister. On top of that, I hate to break it to you. Let me not be insecure to you, sister. Let me not try to break it down to you. But have you understand I'm a light-skinned woman? So I benefit from colorism. You're a dark-skinned woman, sister. You can never make it to the heights I make it from. Oh, can we clock that one, or is it gonna hurt y'all feelings because it's me saying it? Can we be real for once and let's clock it? That's what you want. On top of that, I hate to break it to you. Let me not be insecure to you, sister. Let me not try to break it down to you. But have you understand I'm a light-skinned woman? So I benefit from colorism. You're a dark-skinned woman, sister. You can never make it to the heights I make it from.
Lauren
Can we
Hill.
clock that one, or is it gonna hurt y'all feelings because it's me saying it? Can we be real for once and let's clock everything? Cause I'm a light-skinned woman. I say the same shit you say. You're not gonna make it to the heights I make it, bitch, cause you can't fuck with me. You're a dark-skinned woman. You're a dark-skinned woman, sister. You can never make it to the heights I make it from. Oh, can we clock that one, or is it gonna hurt y'all feelings because it's me saying it? Can we be real for once and let's clock everything? Cause I'm a light-skinned woman. I say the same shit. You're a dark-skinned woman, sister. You can never make it to the heights I make it from. Oh, can we clock that one, or is it gonna hurt y'all feelings because it's me saying it? Can we be real for once and let's clock everything? Cause I'm a light-skinned woman. I say the same shit.
Y'all, I am drained. I'm drained. As the kids say now, this is total brain rot material. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all, I'm about to doze off. Especially I've been sipping wine talking to y'all. It's negative energy and it's draining. This Ekane, I gotta go sage because she exudes dark and negative energy, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. All right. Bye. Bye.